Damn.
Hi everybody, it's Megan with Loser Leave VSG, and today I'm going to do the 39 question tag. I was tagged by Downsizing Danielle, and I decided I was gonna give it a go. Sorry, when I film on the laptop, which is brand new, it looks so pixelated and bad, but here we are. Okay. So I have to look down at the questions, obviously. Number 1, what is your favorite candle scent? I really enjoy Thankful. Oh, these are from Bath & Body Works. So Thankful, which obviously comes out in the fall, right before Thanksgiving. Winter, which obviously is for the winter. And those, anything that smells like those are what I like, but my mom, she always, and hers might be Yankee, actually. She always is burning the sun and sand or something with the beach at her house. So it smells like suntan lotion, and we usually go there in the summer to not only see them, but go to the pool. So I like that scent. Number 2, do you know any hoarders? No, thank goodness I do not. Number 3, can you do the splits? I cannot do the splits. I try with my girls when we're here at night dancing. It's a fail. Number 4, when did you learn to ride a bike? I messaged my dad to ask him if he knew, and of course his answer was, do you know how to ride a bike? Sarcasm at its best. And then my mom's response was, a pink bike with training wheels at age 4. So obviously she meant that's when I first started riding a bike. Nobody knows the age of when I could actually ride a bike, but I can ride a bike. How many countries have you lived in? I have only lived in the USA. States, I've lived in Kansas and now Missouri. Do you have any family in the military? I think that's question number 6. My grandpa was in the Vietnam War. My husband was in the Army. He's out now. And then our cousin, Drake, is currently active in the military. That's all I know of right now. What is the worst grade you ever got on a test? An F. Favorite TV show as a kid? And I have a lot. I watched... That was my dog, sorry. I watched Full House. I watched Saved by the Bell. And then even younger than that, we watched everything that was on Nickelodeon and Nick Jr. So Doug Funny and Hey Arnold and all that. And then I would watch things on MTV when that started getting big. So TRL and The Real World. I mean, I had a lot of favorite shows. American or British accent? I don't like any accents at all. Like, I like how I talk. So that's probably what they mean by American accent, maybe. But no, accents aren't turn-ons to me. I don't dig any of that. If you have an accent, great. But I prefer no accent. Did your mother graduate high school? Yes. My mother graduated high school, and she graduated college, and she got her master's, and she is a teacher now, so she is way more into school than I am. I mean, I have my bachelor's degree, but that's where it ends. Are your grandparents still married? My mom's mom has passed away, but no, they divorced a long time ago. And my dad's parents are both still alive and still married. Have you ever taken karate lessons? No, but I will threaten to roundhouse your ass at any time or karate chop it. Those are my moves. I've never even really tried to roundhouse anybody, but I threaten it. What was your first amusement park? Worlds of Fun was my first amusement park, and I was not old enough to ride roller coasters. And my mom said, do not take her on any roller coasters. And what do you think my dad did? Took me on a roller coaster. It was the worst experience of my life, and to this day I hate roller coasters. Is your father bald? No, he is not bald, but he is definitely turning gray. And his favorite saying is, no, my hair was gray before. I'm getting some black in now. So, do you know any triplets? No, I do not know any triplets. Titanic or The Notebook? Titanic by a mile. I do like The Notebook, but I remember one of my friends asked me to go see the Titanic with her in theaters, and I was like, what's the Titanic? She said, oh, it's about some big ship. And I'm like, I don't want to go see this movie about ships. And she told me it was supposed to be like 3 hours long. No, thank you. But I went because it was my friend. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love that movie. So, Titanic. Have you ever had Indian food? No, I have never had Indian food. What is your favorite restaurant? I have 3. Barbossa's, which is a Mexican restaurant. Sakura, which is where I used to like to get sushi and hibachi. And Ruby Tuesday, which I guess I don't know if everyone has a Ruby Tuesday, but I mean just your typical American food, but they have the biggest salad bar in the world, and I love it. Have you ever been to Olive Garden? This is funny to me because I grew up like 15 minutes away from an Olive Garden, so we've been to Olive Garden lots of different times. But if you don't have an Olive Garden near you and you've never been to an Olive Garden, write it down in the comments. I want to see like how many people don't have an Olive Garden near them. Do you belong to any warehouse stores? I think this means like Lowe's and Home Depot and stuff like that, maybe. I don't belong to any because you don't have to belong to any, but I used to work at Home Depot for like 4 years, and it was my jam, and it was one of my favorite jobs. I loved it. What would your parents have named you if you would have been born the opposite gender? Brett. My brother's name is Brett. My parents were obsessed with George Brett from the Royals. So when I asked my mom today, she said Brett. What are your nicknames, or what is your nickname? I have some people that call me Megpie. My dad calls me Megawatt. And my husband calls me Pearl. Who is your favorite person? I cannot answer this. I do not have just one favorite person. I have a lot of people that are my favorite. So I can't answer it. Do you live in a rural area or a suburb? I'll say rural, but it is literally BFE, the middle of nowhere. Yeah. So rural, I guess. Can I whistle? Yes, I can whistle. Not very good. Sorry, Danielle, if you're watching this. I know it creeps you out. Do you sleep with a nightlight? No and yes. Our bedroom is like the size of 3 bedrooms. I don't know why it was made like this, but it is ginormous. So my 2-year-old sleeps at one end of the room and we sleep in the other end of the room. And she does have like a sound machine that does light up like some fish and octopus on the ceiling. So down at that side of the room, yes, there is a nightlight, but everywhere else, pitch black. Do you have any medical conditions? No, I did not until after surgery, and I am experiencing acid reflux. Not since I started taking the medicine, I've experienced none. So I'll say yes to acid reflux, but nothing else. Do you take meds daily? I take my vitamins that we're all supposed to. And then on top of that, my choice, I take some vitamin C, biotin, and then I take the medicine to prevent acid reflux. So I'll do that for 14 days, eliminate everything that has citric acid in it, and hopefully be good to go on that. When's the last time you were in the hospital? The last time I was in the hospital was when I had my surgery, and I hope not to go back for a very long time. Have you seen the movie Finding Nemo? I don't understand why that question is in here, but yes, I have seen the movie Finding Nemo. What is the last compliment you received? I guess it was yesterday when a lady told me that I was looking really good, and she couldn't believe that I was going to lose more weight because I looked really good just how I was now. Do you remember your dreams? Yes, and I only remember my dreams because I have the same dream over and over and over. Not every night, but if I have a dream, it's the same one. And it always consists of my husband having a different girlfriend, or he's leaving me, or I'm leaving him, and it feels so real, and I'm in a panic. And when I wake up and I realize that I'm still laying beside him, it's like the biggest moment of relief. But it is the only dream that I ever have. What's your favorite flavor of tea? I do not drink tea, so I don't have any favorite flavors. How many pairs of shoes do you own? I was going to count them before this, and I completely forgot. Let me think here. I say like 15, maybe? I don't know. 15, we'll say. This next question about Santa, I'm not going to answer because I don't know who's watching, so I'm not going to answer that one. Can you speak a second language? Nope. I know some words in Spanish and I know some sign language, but fluently being able to talk in any other language other than English, no. Do you fart? If my husband is watching this, no. For everybody else, yes. Obviously, I fart. I have to. I would explode. 38. Who's your best friend? Also another question I cannot answer. I have so many different best friends for so many different reasons. I mean, my husband is my best friend because he's my husband and because he's who I live with and who I share everything with. But then I have a different best friend over here and a different best friend over here and just all the different people in my life. I mean, I feel like I have a ton of best friends, so I can't answer that one either. And then number 39, have you ever been arrested? No. But strangely enough, I want to be sometime before I die. I don't know if it's like a bucket list situation, but I just want to have that experience sometime in my life. Not for doing something major, but maybe like going too much over the speed limit or something like that. I don't know, but I think I would like to try that sometime before I die. Okay, so that's the 39 questions. I am going to tag Time to Shrink, Grace Gets Gastric, and I think that's it. I think I'll just do those two. So put any comments down below. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you guys later this week with my weekly weigh-in. Thanks.